Hi, this is the Gypsy Rover with your Jokers on duty. Um, the Challenger from last night could not complete his mission um, on that, so all names have gone into the Jokers on duty box to for a draw to win the playing cards. There is two packages. Um, Order for the challenger to just be giving the playing cards, he had to complete a task or complete a mission, um, and that. But which he chose to challenge this cabin. He did wake up this cabin by a card play, and he has woken the spirits in the cabin. And the cabin wasn't really ready to be awakened until Friday the 13th to Halloween night on its own time. Um, so, anyways, and that. So, some of he has made some bit of a contact with the three headless the three headless and the three headless headhunters, and the actual two native headless hunters that are making their way to the cabin. Um, uh, it's just, I guess, right now he's not ready to overcome his fears. He's not ready to face his devils in his life or his demons. Maybe someday he will be. He should have never put this cabin to a challenge. His challenge would have been a lot easier if he had waited till Halloween night or Friday the 13th. It would have been a lot easier because he did play the blackjack on a black dice. He did play the jack of spades on a black dice, which the hand he chose, which called the devil out. So it's awakened this cabin. So now this cabin is officially awakened. And that. So so for the playing cards, the names are of people that have submitted their names for the playing cards. Even though this challenger couldn't complete his last night's challenge or tasks, he just wasn't ready to follow the instructions that the two headless hunters and the third headless hunter was giving. He had the choice to walk away on a red dice before the card flip, but he thought he was tough enough that he could take on this challenge, and he wanted to challenge the cabin last night, and he just couldn't face it. Some of the tasks he would have had to go, some of the actual mission he'd have to go through, and Jokers on Duty's Halloween countdown has begun, and that. So his name was automatically put into the draw. Now he has to draw. His names have to be drawn for the cards. They just don't get the cards given to them. Order for that is they have to complete the Dark Hunter's Cabin challenge, and Hunter's Cabin. I went through this challenge as a kid. It wasn't done on a card flip when I was a kid. I was automatically put to the challenge because of my nightmares, and that this challenger could have had a chance to take control of his nightmares and actually confront his demon, which was Presco Pete, and he didn't even make it that far, and he couldn't even handle sleeping one night in Hunter's Cabin. He would have had to sleep in the living room, in the most haunted part of the cabin, and we will. Before we do, but usually that was a special card flip, but this is a regular card flip, and the names, like I said, have been put into the Jokers on Duty magic box for the signature Gypsy Rover JOD cards, and that. So I hope everybody's enjoying Jokers on Duty. We knew that this challenger, he wasn't going to make it through, and that's what I said. Hunter's Cabin. He didn't realize that Hunter's Cabin is based. It was actually it actually did happen at one point. When you go through to strengthen your spiritual faith, sometimes when you go through the dark Hunter's Cabin challenge, when the spirits are speaking, they are gonna twist the truth, and it's you have to be brave enough to actually face them, and one of he didn't even make it to the Hunter Cabin Trail. He didn't make it to the Hunter Cabin Road, and he would have had to walk past the old banded church on Elm Street, and past the old cemetery, and then back into Hunter's Cabin. And like I said, the cabin goes dark, and he would have either had to have a blindfold over his eyes or sunshades, and the fireplace would come on, and that's where he'd come face to face with his own demons that have been haunting him. And like most of us kids that ever went to summer camp that was ever haunted and experienced these type of apparitions, it would be a time to overcome his fears, and it was a task where he'd have to do it on his own, and that where you can't rely on other people, and that kind of thing. So because it comes a time in your spiritual walk, and that where you are going to come face to face with your devils, you're going to come face to face with your demons. Eventually you're going to have to, eventually you got to take control of your own nightmares, speak out to the things that are haunting you, and that kind of thing. But maybe sometime later on down the road he might be ready to do it. This time I guess he just couldn't do it, and but like I said, his name automatically did go into a draw for the playing cards, so he has a chance to actually win it by a name draw. So we are going to switch cameras over, and we're going to get on with the names. So we will see who wins the cards. Okay, the box shook, probably sticking because I used actual what you call flat dollar store cards, and that. So and it'll could come up on a white. Everything could come up on a white and a red dice. So we have a Monopoly guy, a 3. We've got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 7. And we'll go over to the Magic Jokers on Duty box, and we'll see. Only for this draw, there's only going to be 2 names because there's only 2 packages of Jokers on Duty's cards, and we will see who will win the cards. So, our first runner-up for the JOD cards, we have Jamie Stratton from Wyerton here. So congratulations, he has won a signature deck of cards. And for the next name, for the second name, we have Matthew McKenzie from Seguin, and Southampton. So I congratulate these two. They are the lucky winners of the autographed JOD cards, and that. So there's the second pack that they'll be getting, and so we'll switch camera back while I set up the daily magical flip. And I did shake up the cards today. So I'm gonna close that down, tap it a couple times. Okay. So now we'll go to our actual Jokers on Duty card flip. Okay. We have the Queen of Hearts. We have the King of Hearts. We have, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this was today's Yours Jokers on Duty. Have a nice day.